Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday.
Wow, that's really dark.
It's really dark.
My screen is. I don't know about anybody else's, but
Is it really dark for you guys?
there's nobody there.
It's light here on my side.
Hi, Andy.
Anyway, hopefully somebody will show up. So, it is Thursday the 9th? 9th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Thursday the 9th. And hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for all of the great comments off of last night's live. It seemed to go really well. Everybody seemed to get quite a bit out of it. So we appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you spending a few minutes with us.
Hi, Rob. Hi, Artie.
Hi, guys. I got a couple questions. They're going to be actually pretty quick tonight, I think. Last night was like a marathon.
Yeah.
So tonight's going to be pretty quick. But before we get to the questions, one thing I wanted to mention that I meant to mention last night is Larry Scudder and his beautiful wife Denise stopped by last night, and his brother Kevin. They stopped by yesterday for an hour or so.
We didn't get any pictures.
I know, we didn't take any pictures. I don't know
heck?
why we didn't. We were just, but we had a great visit. So they were in Vegas, and so we just want to say thank you to you guys for stopping by. And if you can all put Denise on your prayer chain, she's dealing with cancer right now, stage 4. And,
What a positive attitude. She's just a great gal.
Just a lovely, lovely lady. Just beautiful. Anyway, if you guys can put her in your prayers, we would appreciate it. She's definitely in our prayers, and the whole family over there. So,
Steve Nasby also. Keep Steve Nasby in your prayers.
Steve Nasby's going through some health things right now as well. Yeah. So anyway, thank you again, Larry and Denise and Kevin, for taking the time to come down from Vegas and come down and see us. It was just a pleasure having you here and showing you around. Okay, so that was that. Now, a while back, a couple months ago, a friend of mine on Instagram, and we've actually met a couple times, Chris Cunningham from Cunningham Woodworks, big YouTuber, and he's on he's big on Instagram. I think he has a YouTube channel as well. He turned me on to these. He actually talked about these on his Instagram, and I went on Amazon and bought a set of these. These are earphones, of course, but they're Bluetooth, and they hook up really well to my iPhone. These are by far the best ear protection I've ever used. And I've used some that was Bluetooth before that were music stuff that's really popular. Nothing has even come close to these. And these like go forever without charging them up. I think I've had these now for about 3 months, and I think I've only charged them once, and I use them all the time when I'm carving.
And they're ear protection?
They're ear protection, and they're, you can hook them up to your phone so you can listen to music or podcasts or whatever, and they are fantastic. They're just...
You haven't bought me any.
No, I haven't, but they're in our Amazon store if you want to go get some. Anyway... But they're awesome. So, Chris Cunningham, thank you, brother. These things are amazing. I absolutely love them. And they're about $50, but they are worth every penny. And I guess you can actually, I've never used them to talk with when you get a phone call with your phone. You can actually talk while you're using them. I've never tried that. I just listen to podcasts, or I don't listen to podcasts that much, but I listen to my music with these things on when I'm carving, and they're awesome. They're just amazing. So, again, thanks again.
So they're not sponsors. You bought those.
Oh no, I bought them. Yeah, no, they didn't furnish these. I just bought them. I just thought Chris was, and they're not. I don't think they're a sponsor of Chris either. He bought them, and he just raved about them on his Instagram. And I got some, and I freaking love them. They're awesome. All right, into the questions. Here we go. So, we've got our wind protection from Rob Johnson, so we don't lose our questions. So this is from Artie, and I know Artie's here. Yeah, he said, when I spray a template on pine with 2 coats of sealer, do I have to start carving it right away, or can I let the project sit around for a week or so before I start? I gave it 2 good coats of sealer. Thanks, Eric. So, first things first. I was told by a professional painter that more than 1 coat of sanding sealer is just a waste. You never an extra coat is not going to do anything else, anything more for you. So just 1 good coat of sanding sealer.
Yes, Tim, there is. I'm sorry, babe. Tim asked if there was a link to the Amazon store on our website. Yes, there is.
Yeah, left side
underneath the scrolling pictures.
Toward the bottom, yeah. Look for, but it should show up there, Amazon store.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, that's all right. But anyway, so only 1 coat of sanding sealer. That's all you need. And the sanding sealer I use is this. The label came off, so that's my
Okie rig,
that's my Okie, because I didn't want to lose the label. So this is a sanding sealer I use, water-based. It's really good. I spray it on with a critter sprayer most of the time, but you can slop it on with a brush too. It looks kind of milky, but it dries clear, and it's terrific use, a terrific product. Anyway, yes, there's been many times where I have sprayed on a piece of pine that I had sanding sealer on, and I've sprayed layout on it and it sat around for a week or 2. Well, I think once that board is sealed up, I think you could leave it for a year, honestly. Once that board is sealed up, that ink is not going to penetrate that sanding sealer, or the primer is not going to penetrate. So I think I've never had any issues with that at all, and I have let it set for a week or 2. But I think you could let it set for a year and go back and just start carving it right away. So anyway, if you guys ever had that come up, now you know.
Shoot, I'm sorry. Nancy, yes, he did, and I'm sorry. I thought I had answered you back, and I answered somebody else. Yes, he did, and I am working to see what I can do with it. Sorry.
Oh, all right. Okay, question number 2. This is from Bryan Sperry. I have a question concerning drying wood. Is it okay to dry wood using a dehumidifier inside my house in a small office area? I have never done that myself, Brian. Haven't needed to, but I've heard a bunch of other people say that did work for them. The smaller the space, obviously, the better situation you're going to have. Some people have built boxes and put a dehumidifier in there. So the smaller the space, the better results you're probably going to have. But yeah, that should work for you. Again, depending on the moisture content, there's a lot of different factors. But in essence, that should work for you, because I've heard that it does. Again, I don't know from personal experience, but I would give it a shot and see how it works out. And then the other thing was, what type of wood sealer do you recommend to prevent the wood from cracking? So this is what I like for sealing up to prevent bleeding. As far as preventing cracking, I use another product that I use on slabs, on live edge slabs, and that's called Anchor Seal. This stuff has got like wax in it, and it goes on really thick. Again, it's kind of milky, but it goes on really thick, but it has like a wax in it. So you would want to definitely sand this off before you ever.
We learned that the hard way with resin.
Yeah, we did learn that the hard way. So, but it's great for keeping live edge slabs from warping or cracking, splitting, that kind of thing. It works really good. It was highly recommended to us from Ty Mosier down in Phoenix area, who does a lot of slab work. But anyway, this stuff is really, really good. And it's really saved us since we started using it on our slabs. So that's what I use to prevent cracking, warping, splitting, cupping in live edge slabs. And then you guys saw the other day that on my cedar fencing, a lot of times I'll just spray something on there real quick. But you could use this on there as well. But be sure, if you do use this, be sure and sand it off right before you get to start your project. because it's got a wax in it, and that wax will mess you up. It definitely did mess up one of our, I think it was a cookie we were working on or something, and we couldn't figure out what was going on, but it was like a thin or a thick layer of paraffin wax.
You have a couple of questions.
Good, bring it.
David Martin wants to know if your Amazon store ships to
Australia?
OZ.
To where?
OZ?
OZ.
Where's David?
David Martin's in Australia last time, I think.
Well,
so honestly, I really don't know, David. I know that there's different Amazons for different parts of the world. So I don't know, David. I really don't. If you find out, let me know.
Dan Yotis wants to know when you're going to mount the new shop sign on the wall. He's in Australia.
David is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, David makes these huge projects. He's the one that made the Caterpillar bed.
Mm-hmm.
David is amazing. He made that big Harley Davidson sign that was like massive, out of a massive slab. Anyway, David, I wish I knew, but I don't. I will be mounting. You will see that mounted next week. You have my word on it. Uh-oh, now I've done it. Next week you'll see that sign mounted on the wall.
I'm going to go back here a little bit. Let's see. They're chatting. Seemed like there was Dave Giramani from Long Island.
Yeah, I know Dave. I
thought I
think
saw
I answered an email from him this morning. I think.
Gary Litchfield, Leonard Davis, Dan Yotis, Artie, Doug Powell, Stacy and Chad.
Stacy and Chad?
That's Chad. Chad, I just put you on the thing yesterday. Scott Christian, Tom Toten, Nancy Peterson. Hold on. I know there was a question. I'm just trying to find it. Sorry.
That's okay. We got time.
When I said something about you not buying me those things, Tessa said, "How rude." Let's see. Josh Cholson said, "Just went to the mailbox and found my new base plate and get depth gauge." Woohoo!
Excellent. Good. Thank you.
Let's see. Sorry, I know there was a question. Okay, Nancy. Yes, I answered Nancy. John Parnell says, "Hope you two are doing well."
We're doing great, John. Hope
Hi, Chuck Ballard.
Everything's good out here.
Gary Litchfield recently got my new profile bit. Wow, new bit cut so great. Love it.
Yeah, they cut nice.
Doug Powell, hello from the Dogman from Billings.
Hey, Doug. I heard from Doug this morning.
Leonard Davis said, "How's your dad?"
Dad's good. Dad's good. He should be on the live tomorrow night. If all goes well, he's inside relaxing right now.
John, send me an email with your new address so that I can make the change. John Jernigan's here. All right.
John Jernigan?
John.
Hey, John.
Crazy John.
All right. Sign covers of the day. Let's get into it. Anyway, we are doing really well over here. We've got some really exciting stuff coming up. You guys will hear about soon. I need a bag. Mike Scott. This is for his wife to go in front of the camper.
All right, I moved it. Okay.
Think it's going to work that way, or do you need him over there?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Anyway, great job. Beautiful finish on there, too. It almost looks like resin, like epoxy. But great job, Mike. Love it. Next one is Dave McGrail. Dave McGrail. First sign ever.
Cool.
And that is really, there's some really straight lines on there. For that being your first sign, Dave, that is impressive. Very well done. Very nice. And not a lot of room for error on that black and white going on there. This is a friend of mine from Instagram. Dave over at Cleve's Backyard Woodworking. He is super nice dude, super good dude. He's been following me for a while on Instagram, and I've been following him. And he actually has a video. He has a YouTube channel. I believe he's got a YouTube channel where he carved both of these on YouTube. So go check him out. Dave at Cleve's Backyard Woodworking. Great guy. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for sending that in. Rob Duberson. I think Rob's a Vikings fan, if I remember right. He's a Packers fan. Anyway, good job, Rob. Very nice. Nice detail on that bass.
You're going up a little bit. There you go.
Oh, nice detail on the bass and the
Hi, Dale.
The loon or the duck. I'm not sure. And the Peking buck over here. That looks like one of our layout templates. Anyway, nicely done, Rob. For a first sign, great job, dude. Very nice. That's exceptional for a Packers guy.
That's not nice.
Justin Hellickson. So we all know Justin is a master flag maker. The guy is just super talented. He just makes some absolutely stunning
Let me
flags.
see. I don't want to try to zoom because I'm having a hard time
some
seeing.
of the pictures.
So
on
let's
there.
see if I can do it this way. I don't know if you guys can see those.
Guy's a phenomenal flag maker and a great sign carver. Great job, Justin. I'm gonna pop that right up.
You did.
Great job. All right, guys, that is it. Is there anything else?
Tessa had a question. She said the other day, I think it was the box elder you didn't like to route. Why is that? If I got the board right.
No, I like the box elder. I used flame box elder on.
I guess I should have one.
What did I use that flame box elder on? Oh, that was the sign for Habib over in Southern California. Young Nails, I think I used the flame box elder. The one that I dislike the most.
Nancy Peterson says, "Ouch! I take offense to the Packers remark."
The one I dislike, the one that has been the toughest for me. There's a few, but the one that I dislike the most is that big piece of pecan that I carved those jets for Andrew up at Reclaim Secrets. Holy moly, that was like carving stone. It was crazy hard. I could not believe how hard, because it didn't feel like it, didn't look like it, but it was like stone. It was so hard. Anyway, hickory is really tough as well. But okay, that is it, guys. We are out, so we're going to cut this off here. We will see you guys tomorrow night over on YouTube. So remember, Friday nights is YouTube Live, Monday through Thursday. Saturday morning, back here on Facebook, 9 a.m. What?
Chad, I think this is Chad. He said the leads on my first carving looked like it was done by a drunk with a nerve problem.
Hang in there, Chad. It gets better. So let me know if I can help at all. Anyway, guys, that's it. We will see you guys tomorrow night over on YouTube, 6 o'clock Pacific time. And we'll have some giveaways. We've got some really cool stuff. Danny Meadows sent us a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to have some really cool giveaways tomorrow night. So I hope you guys can join us. Have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Good night, guys.
Bye.